Ayo, it's Papa and your boy Zach with the A Miners Podcast, helping and loving it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I think it's Sunday actually.
It is Sunday when we're recording this, but who knows
Oh
when this will
yeah,
come
that
out
is
because our MCU video, I was editing that for about 3 weeks because Ellie was stupid.
Yep.
So thanks for
We're
that,
gonna
Ellie.
sound we're gonna sound tired today because we woke up from our naps early, so we're gonna be
Yeah.
out of it for this
Anyway,
podcast.
welcome to the A Miners Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about stuff. We got some good stuff like WandaVision that ended on Friday. So we're gonna talk about that.
Yep.
So spoiler alert.
Oh,
We
yeah,
also
spoilers.
um we also now have a Discord server. So you should check that
To
out. Link in
the A
the
minor
description.
official Discord server.
Take it away, Ellie. Tell us all about that server.
It's so cool because we got some cool roles. If you're a YouTuber and you just want to talk about what you do, we got some roles like if you want to play some games with us, because we got like so many people in the server right now. It's like actually kind of getting bad. You might want to join as quickly as you can.
It's overloading our systems.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's been
Mhm.
crazy. I can't wait because game night is gonna have like 300 people just wanting to play with me and Zach.
Yeah. So if you're part of the nerd herd, prepare to be overtaken by the A miners.
Yep. Take that, Haley.
Take that, mama nerd. Heh, loser. Just
Like
kidding, Haley.
loser
We love you.
nerd.
Don't kill us. Oh, also, at the time we're recording this, it is Haley's birthday, so we probably shouldn't have said that. So happy birthday,
Um,
Haley, from the A
Happy
miners.
birthday,
We've
O
already said
Jedi.
that to you individually, but here you go. It's permanently part of this podcast now, unless I decide to edit it out. So yeah,
So now you have to
epic
sponsor
gamer
us because we
moment.
shouted you out.
Yeah, give us all that Patreon money you have.
Oh yeah. We'll maybe put her stuff in the description. We might not. I don't know.
We might. We'll
And
probably forget.
depends on how much we get for the sponsor, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
But anyway,
let's get into it.
let's get into it. So there was first things first. We missed a Nintendo. We didn't miss a Nintendo Direct. We just didn't get the chance to talk about it when it came out because we had our MCU ranking.
Yep.
You should also check that podcast out because it took me forever to edit. But anyway, yeah, Direct for the first time in like a year and a half or something crazy like that.
Yeah, something. And you got Aonu in there, just the worst.
He just likes to play with my heartstrings.
You see me and you think, oh, Breath of the Wild 2. Just kidding. There's nothing to show.
Psych,
But
you
here's
saw it.
Skyward
Get
Sword.
right, nerd. We got nothing.
But I'm hyped for Skyward Sword. But I don't
I
know.
am too.
I'm kind of nervous about the sequel. Is it gonna come out in 2021? Is it canceled? What if it's like, I don't know.
I doubt it's canceled. If it's canceled, I'm going to lose it.
I'm gonna cancel Nintendo.
I'm gonna cancel Nintendo. Thinking they should do an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, a cancel for a cancel. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried because like, it's been almost like what, 2 years, 3 years, something like that since we got the teaser for it. And it's
No,
like,
it hasn't even been 2 years, Ellie.
yeah,
It was June 2019. So it hasn't
2019.
quite been 2 years yet.
Yeah, I was thinking 2018 for some reason, but yeah, still 2 years
That
and
would have been
nothing else.
brutal. That would have been a year after.
It's,
That would have
I
been
don't know.
sick.
But still, 2 years is like, that's a long time to just
To not hear anything except for
not,
just
yeah.
that it's a thing. Yeah.
Like I think they've said some stuff like it's going well, like during Age of Calamity showcases, but like that's
And
nothing.
we are confirmed to be getting new information later this year. So
Yep.
There's that.
Yep. And that's pretty cool. And we did get some Age of Calamity DLC. It doesn't look worth $20 though.
I'm not buying it.
Because you got a couple weapons, and that's kind of weird because it's like
I only use the
why would
default
you want,
weapons.
why would you want? I don't know why I would want new weapons. Like I don't know. It's just it doesn't seem like that would, like, I feel like that should be kind of free. But I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And you got some new characters that could be cool, but I don't think they're gonna, like. I think all they're gonna add is like spoilers for the game. I think they're gonna add Suga and
Mm-hmm.
Robbie and like those are the only people that I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that like makes sense. Adding, I don't want them to add like like Tingle or people from other games.
They should add
You
Tingle.
know, it just I don't know, it wouldn't make sense, and they'd be way out of place. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it's worth $20.
Mm-hmm. Heck no. Um, but yeah, my issue is just like it's gonna be like a year after the game's release, so you don't really know it's gonna what it's gonna be yet. It's like especially for like $20, like that's a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how
Some of the stuff was like more challenges and more
good it'll be.
quests, and there's like a million. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Why would I
that's
want
not what I
more?
want in that game. That's like the grindiest and most tedious part of that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's a bummer.
Big bummer. The A miners are bummed.
It is a big bummer. The A miners
Miners
are annoyed.
annoyed. This is true. I don't know. And
It is true.
we did get Mario Golf, which I'm hyped. I'm excited for that.
I'm
Remember, I played Mario Golf something on something before, and I liked it.
I'm very hyped.
Yeah, it looks cool. Too bad it's not Sluggers. All right,
I know. Oh my gosh, Mario Sluggers was a freaking.
or
That
Mario
game was.
Soccer.
Oh my god, Mario Strikers. Oh my gosh, Mario
Yeah,
Sluggers on the Wii was an experience and a half. Oh my gosh,
it was. I
I played
still
that game religiously.
yeah. I can't wait. I still haven't played Tennis Aces. I don't even own it, and I
I've
kind of
played
want
it.
it just
I
to
don't own
try
it
it.
though. It's pretty
What
fun.
I really
I've
want
played
is
it, but I don't own it.
yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look like the best Mario Tennis, but Mario
Better
Tennis
than
doesn't
Ultra
look like
Smash,
the
I can tell
best
you
Mario
that.
Tennis, to be honest. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
play Wii Tennis.
Yeah.
I want Wii
Really?
Sports on the
Well, yeah.
Switch. Oh, that game was
That'd be
amazing.
so sick.
Wii
That
Sports
was a tech.
Resorts.
It's the
Oof.
best-selling Nintendo game of all time, and it's a tech demo, which is kind of funny, but it's also like,
Mm.
dang.
It's a really good tech demo. Like I don't
Yeah,
even look.
that
I
is a
never
good
saw
tech
it as a
demo.
tech demo because it's I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
'Cause it really had effort put into it. Like
Exactly.
I really like Nintendo Land, but it wasn't the same. And then you had Wii
Mm-hmm.
Sports Club on the Wii U, but it had like that weird like subscription thing, and I was like, "What is
Oh yeah,
this?"
that was weird.
Yeah, and I still don't even understand how it worked because I was like so young since I actually tried it, and that was the last time I
Yeah.
tried it. So I don't know.
From from what I understand, you can rent the game for a day,
Mhm.
but and that's the subscription thing, or you can just buy the game.
I
Which like,
remember it
why
was
would you
like
rent the game for the day? What the heck?
I remember like you could rent like a bowling for like a day or something like that, or an hour,
Oh really?
yeah, or tennis or something like that. And I was like, "What? What is this?" I was like, "I want to play Wii Sports," but nope. Because Wii Sports was so fun. That was probably the best game ever. Because I remember I played that all the time. Like I would play that
That
before
was.
school because I was so addicted to it. Like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was so fun. Like I always like every once in a while I'm like, man, I want to play Wii Tennis, but my copy of the game got like chewed by my dog. So,
That's horrible. Yeah, I never
yeah.
like. I played Wii Sports Resort, but I never actually owned it. Like I don't know why. I thought it was yours bundled with it?
I had a black Wii that came with a 2-in-1 disc of Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resorts, and
Uh,
yeah, that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think Wii Sports would be cool, or if they could do something like that, because I don't know. I think
mm-hmm.
having Wii Sports maybe on the Switch would be a little weird, but maybe not. I don't know.
It would, but it'd also be really fun.
But Nintendo doesn't really give a lot of what we want. Sometimes it gives us what they
Yeah,
give us what we want. Sometimes they give us stuff we never knew we wanted that we wanted. But I don't
exactly.
know.
Like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. Maybe it'll come with the Wii. Maybe they'll release the Wii games as part of Nintendo Online in 20 years.
Yeah, I'd say 20 years is gonna be our best
Sure.
bet.
Well, I mean, look at the GameCube. That's like 20 years old, and look where we are.
Yeah. Well, okay. I think for as far as like Switch Online things go, I think they'll add Game Boy games fairly soon.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. Like sometime this year.
Mm.
And then I think they can do N64 possibly, and then if I don't know if they'll ever get around to GameCube, but like I'd like stuff all the way up to the Wii. That'd just be such a fun
Mm.
thing to
I
have.
don't know why they couldn't just give us Virtual Console. Like, I really don't get it.
I know, I don't,
Like,
I don't either.
like why wouldn't Nintendo, like, what if they just gave us on Nintendo Online, and we had to also pay for Virtual Console if we wanted to play old games? Like, that makes more business sense because they would get more money. But
Yeah, I do
whatever.
really like the idea of like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. Um, and like with the subscription, but I feel like we could have stuff like that. Like, so here's the thing: if we ever get like GameCube, like up to like GameCube or maybe even N64 stuff on the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, then I then that'll make me happy. But I think like at the very least we should have like Virtual Console like up to the Wii era, and then have
Yeah.
and then like you can do the subscription for like Game Boy,
Mm.
Nintendo, and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like because I really like some NES and SNES games, but it's like most of them just haven't held up, and it's just they kind of
Mm-hmm.
boring after a while. Like even the fun ones get boring after a while, just because the
Right.
80s and 90s, and it's just I don't know, I don't know. Like that's how I've always been, and so I have friends that are like, oh man, I love NES games. Why don't you love 8-bit games? Is because they're 8-bit and it just seems lame compared to like
Because the graphics suck.
4K games. Yeah, I'm just like, nah. It's just the kind. Some most of them are just kind of boring after half an hour.
Yeah, and like NES games are meant to be beat in one sitting too. Like I could never
Yeah.
do that.
Oh yeah, same. Like especially
Maybe
with
the
like
original
how
Mario Bros. But
the original Mario Bros is it's like a hard Mario game, to be
that
honest.
is a
Like you get
tough
a
game.
game
Yeah,
over, game over. That's a real game over.
yeah. Like game. The game is over.
And like the
I'm
original,
really gonna kill you. The game is over. No,
yeah,
no,
and
no.
the
For
original
for
Legend of Zelda was like there's some stuff that's like how would you even know to do that without looking it up? Like I
right.
don't know how some
And there
people
was no
actually beat
internet
it.
when that game came out.
It's like throw a bomb at
Or
this
well,
part of the wall, and it looks
yeah.
exactly every other wall in the game.
I
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah,
Just play Breath of the Wild. Better graphics.
yeah. It has better graphics. Better graphics equals better game.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and what else came out in the direct? Oh, Splatoon 3, right?
Splatoon 3, that is gonna be so sick.
It's gonna be so cool.
I really thought that
Uh,
was gonna be next gen. Like I'm excited
I'm
for it, but
thinking
at
it's
the
gonna
same time,
be yeah.
it's just like I don't understand because I think the whole point that the reason they made Splatoon 2 was just so there was Splatoon on the Switch. I don't think it was like it was sequel time. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it would have been really weird if they made Splatoon 2 on the Wii U.
Mhm.
And I think like if it's different enough, then that'll be great. Like, but
Mhm.
Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 are really similar, so that
Yeah.
was that was my only thing.
Like if it's like the same core game except it has like a better campaign, like I guess it's still not really worth it just because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm still gonna buy it just so I can play it with friends and stuff, but it's I don't know. Like I just hope it's not as hard as the Octo expansion. The Octo expansion is really hard, and
I never played Octo Expansion.
I like some of like mostly I like the difficulty, but man, sometimes it's stupid hard and like almost
Is
like
it
there are a
like
couple of I
unfair?
think are just some of them I think are unfair, and it's like there's like a point system where it's like every level, if you beat like every level you start at, you get 3 options for like a weapon, and like I
Mhm.
guess like it's like the 3 of them. It's like it's like how do I explain? Like one weapon will really help you for that level, and one will like kind of help you, and one will be like this will be difficult to beat it with this gun, but you'll get more coins at the end. And pretty much what you get with
Okay.
those coins is um like every time you die, you get like 3 lives or so per level. Sometimes it's like 5. And every time you die, you can spend some coins to make sure you respawn at a checkpoint. Because if you lose all your lives, even though you're at a checkpoint, you have to restart from the beginning. And it's
Oh
like
man.
once you lose all, so yeah, if you lose all your, and you actually I think you have to have some coins to start a level. So what will happen is like you'll get almost like a loan of coins, and it's like the 100% you have to like not be in debt, I guess. But it's like you can
Mhm.
then you get to a point like it's not very far where like you can like almost bypass any level if you die once, like lose all your lives once, and pretty much you
Yeah.
level. But it's not. It's like you can beat the whole game, but you don't get the final. There's like a final boss, so you have to actually like legitimately beat every level, and it's I don't know. I've almost bypassed
That's
every level I
annoying.
played just because it's I don't know. I don't want to break my controller.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never
I just
even
hope in Splatoon 3 it's easier.
yeah.
Not
I've
easy.
never I haven't beaten the main campaign on either games, and I've had both. I have both
Yeah.
of them.
hmm I never had the first Splatoon.
It was
I don't.
pretty
I just
fun.
didn't.
I didn't play it as
It didn't
much as I
seem
played the
interesting.
second one though.
Just I don't know. Yeah. Splatoon never looked interesting to me, I guess, and it like interesting enough to buy it at least. But
Mhm.
it's at least now I know it's fun. But I don't know how they're gonna release Splatoon 3. Is it gonna be like only on a Switch Pro? You can't play it on the original Switch? Because like
I don't
that would
know.
kind of suck, but it would make sense because it's like
I
why would
yeah.
you buy Splatoon 2 if you can just buy 3? Like I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah. So my my issue. This was my problem with like the DS, the 3DS. Sorry, and like they released like the new one, the new 3DS, but you could only play certain games on the new 3DS,
Mhm.
and that drives away like so many like customers with
Mhm.
great games. Like I think Kid Icarus Uprising. I heard that's a great game, but you can only play it on the new ones.
Yeah.
And it's same thing with like maybe I don't remember Hey Pikmin or not. Maybe not. But Minecraft, I know you have to do that, which makes sense with the extra bumpers. But like
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just very, very strange. Like I don't.
Yeah. Because what if I
I
almost
don't
think
know.
Breath of the Wild 2 might be a Switch Pro exclusive. Because like, what if that's why they're
I
waiting? What
doubt.
if it's like they want to announce the Pro before doing that? I don't know.
Well, I think I, I, I think at least, or at least I hope, Nintendo's learned their lesson with the Pro or new model things. You
Mhm.
know, like I don't think they. I
Mhm.
really hope they wouldn't do that, but you know, it's Nintendo. You don't know.
Because like I've seen this one theory a bunch where it's like, what if Nintendo doesn't really like make a new console like ever again, but it's just like it's kind of like they have a new Switch almost like every 3 years because it's like the Switch is like what can they do after the Switch that because it's like even if they like make whatever console next with like cool like gimmick or whatever, people are gonna be like, well now I can't play it anymore. Like I can't play it at
Mm-hmm.
home and anywhere. So it's like it's always gonna have that one downside to it. So it almost would
Right.
make sense if Nintendo always just had like the Switch Pro, maybe the Switch whatever. Maybe it'd have different names than just the Switch because everyone knows it's like a Switch. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But that could get so
Yeah,
confusing
cause
because
like
like what is the Switch 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0? And there's like a kid that wants Breath of the Wild 4 for the Switch 2 like 2.0, but it can't come out on the 3.0 or whatever. And then the mom is like trying to buy it for her son on Christmas, and she's like, "So I want this game, but..." and then they're like, oh, you can get this one. You can get Breath of the Wild 5. And then he gets it, but he's like, no, but I can't play it on the 2.0. I can only play that on the 3.0.
Yeah.
It would just be so confusing. I
Yeah. Well, I I'd be down for that if Nintendo just makes like Switches from now on. Like that'd be totally cool with me because I love the Switch and I think it's Nintendo's best system. But I Nintendo's thing, I guess, is it's kind of their thing to do like creative consoles, but like
Mhm.
you said, I just don't know like what else they can do. Like I can't think because I remember when the Wii U came out, I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if I could take the gamepad anywhere, and that's what they
Mhm.
did with the Switch, kind of
Yeah,
like.
'cause I
But
always thought you
I'd
could bring
never
the
thought
game
of that.
at everywhere.
That's what I thought too, and then I tried it, and I was like, oh, and then I was
Yeah, I remember
disappointed
I got
immediately.
it on like Christmas morning, and I brought it to my grandparents to see if I could play it, and I couldn't because it was like too far for me.
Oh, rip.
Like this is gay.
This is gay. Yeah, I think that the best part about the Wii U was the games because I honestly I like the controller, like the gamepad. I thought it was pretty. It was pretty good. Like for such like a big
Mhm.
um, screen like that on your handheld, I thought it was pretty good.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. It's just they have some serious problems they need to fix. Like I feel like the Switch in general,
Mm-hmm.
it's just cheap. Like I don't know. I feel like they could make some things more premium, like the locking mechanisms in the Joy-Con and the Joy-Cons, like how they slide into the Switch. Like, because I have a friend,
Yeah.
who, if he turns his Switch in like handheld mode upside down, the Joy-Cons just fall off. And like
Are you
mine,
serious?
yeah, and like mine is like I keep having problems like whenever like I sometimes I'll pull it out of handheld just to like turn it off because I have to get up anyways and just to turn it off like completely.
Mm-hmm.
And like I never use it in handheld mode, and I'm having problems where it's like, oh, reconnect the Joy Cons, and I'm like, but they're connected, and like, and I barely
Oh
use
yeah,
it. It's kind of stupid, and like the
that is pretty
kickstand
stupid.
drift, but apparently I guess
Drift.
that's fake.
Yeah, it was never an issue, Ellie. We all know this. This is just common knowledge.
Take better care of your Switch, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I've still never had a problem with drift. I think my Pro controller is getting there, but like I don't know,
Yeah.
I've used that thing a lot, and I've
Yeah,
also
I use my
dropped
Pro
it
controller so
sometimes.
much.
I don't know. I feel like if it happened, I would be like, oh, okay. But and
You can. I
maybe they'll
think
be able.
Nintendo like you can get it fixed pretty easily. But yeah, it's obnoxious to set up a repair, but you can like
Yeah,
pretty easily.
I think I would honestly just buy a new controller, just because. Like, well, I would probably wait if there's like a special edition Pro controller, like a Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
really hope there's a Breath of the Wild Switch, so I can waste my money on it.
I hope and don't hope that because thing is, I'm never getting rid of the Switch I have right now. But
Mm.
I like, I would need that Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
Switch if
yeah.
that was a thing.
But the thing is, like, I would be camping out on like my phone, my laptop, my computer, my iPad. Like, I would literally be camping out just so I can get one in my cart and actually buy it.
Mhm.
Those
Yeah,
Skyward
same.
Sword Joy Cons are gone.
Oh
I'm
my
like, I was
gosh, those were
there.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I never tried to buy them,
Mm.
but
I don't
but
have any
because like I
special
didn't have
edition.
money, but
Yeah, I don't have any special
I
edition
only have.
consoles, so
Yeah.
it'd be cool to have one.
Mhm. The only one I've ever had is I had a red Wii for a while
Oh,
after a
those
white
are
one
cool.
broke. Yeah, so I got a like, I don't there was nothing. It was like the Mario Wii, so it came with like New Super Mario Bros. Wii and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, and I also had a Mario DSi
Mhm.
XL. It was Mario themed. It's like a was it? I can't. It might have been like the 25th anniversary one. I have no idea exactly what it was for, but
Yeah.
I think it was that. But yeah, the Switch, I got the neon Joy-Cons, like the red and blue, and then I bought another pair with like the opposite, so I can do all red or all blue, and I usually do all blue because it looks awesome.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got the colored Joy-Con, and then just like a later I got the opposite pair because like I just wanted player one,
Mm-hmm.
player two.
Yeah.
But the Wii had
All
those
right.
like cool like Mario um Wii remotes, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
and
man,
the freaking gold Zelda Skyward Sword
yeah.
one was the best thing that a human has ever done,
And
ever.
Wii remotes were not expensive. They were like $30 or something like that. And I remember a
Yeah.
time where I'd always look at all of the Mario like Wii remotes for like $30 or $20, and I'm like, man, I need those, but it's like I don't really need them.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like I need them, and I can't get them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I kind of regret not buying them back in the day because like those were so cool. Like I could still buy them, but I'm not gonna use them. Like so, you know what I mean? And like they're probably a lot more
I'm gonna
rare than they were.
spend I'm gonna spend $100 on a Wii remote I'm not gonna use.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as you can see, we're pretty bummed, or maybe we're just tired.
Probably both. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, that man, I really wanted those Breath of the Wild 2s. Man, I really thought it was gonna come out in spring.
Yeah.
I
I don't
really
think so.
thought so.
I never thought that for a second.
I was gonna, I was so ready to
Maybe
be like,
maybe when
"You
it
idiot! Look, I'm right. Look, I'm right."
maybe when it was announced first, I thought that was like could have been a possibility, but like when we didn't hear any stuff for the rest anything for like the rest of the year even, I was like, yeah, no way.
Yeah, no. Latest is December. I think time fall 2021. To be honest, is like the earliest.
I think December this year the earliest because I th- I just think it'd be weird and like it's Zelda's 35th anniversary, so I just think it'd be weird if they didn't release it this year. But
Well, it would
I
also be
don't know
weird
if
if they
like they were
didn't tweet anything about the 35th anniversary. To be honest.
yeah. But like they can do something. Well, they already have Skyward Sword, but that's can't be the only thing they're doing. Like that'd be kind of sad if it was.
Hmm. Yeah, I really wish they tweeted something on the 35th anniversary.
I know. Like what the heck, Nintendo?
Like they did a whole bunch for Mario's 35th.
Yeah, I maybe it's just because
Lame.
Mario's its biggest IP. That'd be my guess. I
Yeah,
think they're still
maybe.
gonna do like game stuff though.
Yeah. I definitely think we're going to see something this year, but
Mm-hmm.
who knows?
It'd be a
Well,
great 35th anniversary if we get um
next month.
if we
Yeah.
were to get yeah, well, if we got the sequel to Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword, and then some kind of 3D All Stars. But I don't know what they would do with 3D All Stars now, because
Hmm.
I thought they would do 3D All Stars and Skyward Sword would be one of them,
Hmm.
but I guess not, because they can still port Ocarina of Time, and like I guess they could do then Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
To be
But those
honest,
already have HD ports, so I don't
I
understand why they
don't,
would put that in a 3D All Stars.
I don't want Ocarina of 3D Star unless they put Majora's 2. But if they're only three games, I don't want Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask in it because it's like two of the same game
Yeah,
pretty much. Like,
yeah, they're really similar. I like Ocarina. I think I'd pick Ocarina of Time just because it's the first 3D Zelda game.
mhm. Yeah, true. Well, who knows? We'll talk about it later this year, and I'll gloat about how fun Breath of the Wild 2 is this spring. Just
Yep,
watch.
I'm sure you will.
Also, speaking of Nintendo, 3D World, Bowser's Fury,
Oh yeah, baby.
so fun.
What do,
I already
what are your
beat the
what are your
game.
thoughts?
I beat
You
I
did?
beat I beat 3D World, and I haven't beat Bowser's Fury because I forgot about it until like just now. To be
I haven't played Bowser's Fury either, but I'm like almost done with 3D World. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
like making myself play as like a post game thing, you know?
Yeah, because I didn't start Bowser's Fury until I beat the main campaign. Like I still had those special worlds left, but I didn't want to wait. But I guess now I can wait because it's been like a million weeks and I haven't played it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's fun. I think 3D World is fun. I think it's underrated for
Yeah,
sure,
I do too.
and because I think it's seriously super fun. Like it's really replayable. Like the
Yeah.
levels are so good. They're so good. Like I feel like there's so many perfect levels in that game. Like
Mm-hmm.
and the boss fights are pretty fun. Like the game is hard. Like it's definitely harder than Odyssey. Like I feel like Odyssey was really
Yeah.
easy. Like I don't know. Like it was almost kind of boring how easy Odyssey was. Like there's some difficult parts, but it wasn't that. Uh,
Yeah.
it was super easy or like super hard.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know.
I I had 3D World on the Wii U, but I never beat it because I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just kind of lost. I don't know if I lost interest, but I just kind of never got around to beating it. But I'm having a lot of fun replaying it, and to be honest, like it came out like what 7 years ago, like the original.
Mhm.
So I don't remember it super well. So it's like it feels like almost like, and also the fact that I haven't beaten it yet and I haven't played it in a really long time, it just makes it feel
Mhm.
like almost a new experience.
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
Yeah. I played that game for years. Like I almost 100% the whole game. Like I played every level with every character, and like I almost
Jeez.
did that twice just because I really loved that game. I never beat the final level once. I still haven't ever beat it once. I beat it with like some
Wow.
friends, but never by myself. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever will.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like Guardian Star was. I knew where and same with like every stamp, but it's just because I played it so much. But it was also kind of new, just because it's been probably maybe 3 years since I've really played it. So
Yeah.
it was still something new. It wasn't,
Mhm.
yeah. And, and I look
Yeah.
forward to playing it again, like next month or something.
Yeah. Same. I I think that my favorite part about 3D World and is that it's just like a fun game, and it just my only problem with it is like it's not unoriginal, but it kind of just blends in with all the other games because it's not like the levels are really good, but they're not like anything crazy, and
Mm-hmm.
like that like the World Bowser, how it's like that like
Hmm.
it's like a carnival theme. It's got all those lights and stuff. I wish the whole game was like that because that world is just awesome, and
Yeah.
I think that it'd have more of an identity if it looked like
Mhm.
that or just some other style that was really distinct.
Yeah. It's like because you got Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2, and it's like that's like space. Mario's literally in
Mm-hmm.
space. And
Right.
you got Sunshine where he has freaking water coming out of his back. And then
Yeah.
you have 64 where he's like jumping and painting, and
Uh huh.
that game like revolutionized Mario and 3D platforming. But then you kind
Yeah.
of have like 3D World, and it kind of looks almost like a 3D version of the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Uh huh.
Those four games are those games are really similar to each other. Like
Yeah, and that's like a
fourth
big
one
complaint with them too.
yeah. I think the fourth game like definitely like New Super Mario Bros. U is definitely like it was kind of heading like a different direction, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was still really similar. And like I don't know,
Yeah.
like I'm hyped for any other 2D Mario game, but I really don't know what they can do that will be different than New Super Mario Bros. To be honest, and like
Yeah, I think oh, what were you saying?
what? Oh. Uh, well, I don't know, like, cause New Super Mario Bros. Is really the only modern like 2D Mario game. Like, it's hard to imagine
Mm-hmm.
what another different like modern 2D Mario game could be like. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I would be down for another like a new Super Mario Bros. Game on the Switch, but I don't think that'll happen just because U was ported over and like I didn't get it because just they changed the controls and I tried it on my friend's Switch and I didn't like it. Like maybe it just had to take some time to get used to, but I've
Mm.
already played U and that was like that was a pretty good game. It was just really underwhelming for me, but
Yeah.
it was more original than some of the other ones. But it was just too underwhelming, like to a point where I wanted to buy it again.
Yeah. And how are the controls? Like, how are they different?
They were so like like the flying squirrel power up.
Yeah.
They they basically like they changed the like like how you can twirl in the air and stuff, and that's how you use the like that's how you glide
Mm.
with the power up and stuff. They changed that to the jump button, so you have to press it
Oh.
twice. It's really
Mm.
inconvenient. Like I do not like it. Like why did they have to do that? Or why can't we use custom controls or
What I
something?
wish is, I wish every game, like ever, would have like like the ability to remap every single button.
I
Just
know.
because,
Yeah.
like for me, like like with PlayStation games, like you have square is to enter a car, and then you have triangle, which is the punch. And like one game it's that, one game it's like the exact opposite. Or you have games like
Mm-hmm.
like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where it's like you have to attack and like block and parry, and that's like a huge integral part of the gameplay. But then you have a game that's also like with sword fighting, like Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like completely different, and it's like it's so hard to. It's not really fun to have to keep like training your brain on like, okay, this is this, this is this. I don't know. I just wish you
Right.
could change the buttons, and like I think that would be so nice, but I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
man. That would be nice.
Wouldn't it be nice by the Beach Boys? That is a good song.
It is a good song. Not as good as I Get Around, to be honest. I Get Around is
Really,
the
my
best
favorite
song.
Beach Boys song. That is false. The best Beach Boys song is Kokomo. Everyone knows this.
More like Good Vibrations.
That song is really weird, but I mean, I guess it's good. It's pretty good.
Zach likes Bohemian Rhapsody. Zach, Good Vibrations is kind of weird.
Well, I didn't say in a bad way. Like songs
Six
can be weird
six
in a good
minutes.
way.
Dude, that's like
Six
such a long
bloody
time.
minutes.
No one wants to hear a six
Um,
minute song. That's so long.
I pity your wife if you think 6 minutes is forever. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Um,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
we're not.
we're supposed to be talking about 3D World,
Oh
but
yeah. Well,
yeah,
do you have anything else to
we
add?
digress. No, I mean, I think 3D World, like, the
What's your
thing is,
score
out of 10,
out of 10?
I haven't, like, 3D World, not counting, like, the 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game, because I haven't played Bowser's Fury. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'd give it a 9.
Really? Wow.
Maybe 11, maybe 13. Who knows?
30 million out of 10.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, that was 3D World, and that was Nintendo Direct. That was a lot. That was a lot of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Let's move on to
We're
something
gonna,
more
well,
magic,
before we do
I
that,
guess.
yeah,
Oh,
before we do that, that was a little tease for our next segment that you'll probably hear in about 10 seconds. But for now, we're going to take a real quick break. We will be
break
right back.
time.
We have returned from the
What's up,
break.
miners?
We've returned from a minor break. Get it? Cause okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm
Well,
hilarious. I know.
now we are back, and we're gonna talk about magic. So, Zach, what is your favorite magic trick?
When Agent Wu pulls a card out of thin air.
I'm Agent Moo.
Agent Wu,
Uh,
you've been Agent Wooed.
so if you haven't, if you can't catch on, we're talking about WandaVision. We're going to talk about
Yes.
the entire show, episode 1 to episode 9. Spoiler
So
warning.
spoilers.
If
If you
you
have not seen WandaVision, watch it first and then come back here.
then
Don't
come
forget
back,
about this.
yeah,
This is the most important part of WandaVision is watching the A minors
and
talk
yep,
about it.
hearing our opinions about it.
Yeah.
So Zach,
Emphasis on opinions.
opinions. Okay, Zach, what did you think about the show?
I thought it was very good. What did you think about the show?
I thought it was good. I need to rewatch it again to get a definitive opinion about it. Just
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just 'cause it was like I watched it over like 9 or like 8 weeks, so it was like it just I think I
Yeah.
had, but I don't think it was like the best TV show, but I don't think it was the worst TV show. I think it was good. I think it was probably the best start for I think it was like the best like intro show for the MCU, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
like the
I
next
think
phase. Like that was a great start to phase 4.
mm. Another one might be maybe Loki would have been a good start too, but I guess we have to wait until we
Yeah,
watch
that would
that.
have been cool because it's tied with Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now next we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
In
That's gonna be
like
so
2
good.
weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah, every
Like there's
week
just a
almost.
week break in
Yeah,
between.
there's gonna be like a couple weeks where it's like nothing, and then like every other week is like we get a Marvel show or we get a Marvel movie, and it's like
Yeah, it's
okay,
gonna be so sick.
after a whole year of
Hopefully,
nothing.
assuming they don't get canceled. Yeah. Assuming Black Widow doesn't get delayed again. Fingers crossed.
There doesn't cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I think WandaVision was good. I have way more questions than answers, to be honest,
As
after the
do I.
finale. Like, because like
Mm-hmm.
Agatha, I'm glad she didn't die. Like, I'm so because
Yeah.
now she can come back later. We're definitely gonna see her sometime, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, and Wanda's like she's definitely learning how to be the Scarlet Witch, and she finally has like a really
Mm-hmm.
good costume, and now she looks
Yeah.
more like the part. And
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know what Multiverse of Madness is going to be about because like I don't know. Like I hope we see Aaron Taylor Johnson in that movie
Yeah.
just to see that Quicksilver again.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna go back to a universe where it's like Wanda dies and Quicksilver's like, and then like Pietro's alive. So maybe it's like
Mm-hmm.
he'll come to her
That'd be a cool what if
universe, and then
episode.
that would be a cool what if episode. Oh, also, what if? Yeah, middle of 2021. I'm hyped for that. That
Right.
there's already some really
I am
cool ones
too.
like yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
T'Challa,
Yeah.
being a
Star
Ravenger.
Lord.
And then there's like Peggy being Captain America. And
Yeah,
I
she
think
gets the solar
that's always
suit.
been a what if. That's like always been a what if question. So now it's like, well, look at
Yeah.
this, because like she has to be stronger than like Steve Rogers would be, right? Or not?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Maybe.
because like she was already physically fit, and then she's like getting dialed up times 10. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Was it?
I don't think it's like a dial-up thing. I think it's more of a you're as strong as humanly possible because like
Oh
that's
yeah.
Cap's thing. He has super strength, but like it's possible for a human to be that strong, just
Mhm.
not in combination of like his speed and metabolism and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can't be as fast as Cap while as strong as him. You can't.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see. I think that's what it's gonna be. You can't. I don't know. I think she's gonna be just as strong, probably, like you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What else? Yeah. What else was there
I
for
don't.
what if? I can't.
Um. I can't remember.
I yeah.
I've only seen the
But
trailer once.
is there any what ifs that you kind of want?
I'd like if I mean I kind of do and don't because I kind of know what would happen, but I'd like to know
Mm.
what if Thor went for the head in Infinity War,
Oh yeah.
because if it that's the thing. There's just so many what ifs that like there's gonna be one that I want that isn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I think something like that would be cool. Or if maybe I don't know if
What if
what a good one would be if Cap and Tony switched spots in Endgame,
mhm.
like where Cap you killed Thanos with the stones. I think that'd be cool.
what if um what if Tony let Rhodey sit in that Jeep with him in Iron Man 1?
Yeah, that would have been just like they would have just killed Thanos in one hit if they did that.
Yeah. Because or what if they kept the same Rhodey?
What if the actor stayed the same?
Yeah.
That's like out of universe stuff, but that'd be cool. I don't know what would change, but I mean, I guess it could be cool.
Because can you imagine like being able like just you could have been Rhodey, but then you're like, nah, I want more money, and then you're like, now you can't be Rhodey. You're getting. I would hate that. I don't know. I would love to be
Wait, what
into.
even? How? What even was that story? Like, what happened?
I'm not completely sure. I think it was something like it might have been like Terrence Howard, like he wanted to be paid more, or maybe it was like just as, or like he wanted to be paid as much as Robert um was in
Oh,
Iron Man 1, or it was something. I thought it was something about money. Maybe it's not, but that's what I thought. And like
hmm.
it's like I would that must suck because like he might have not have gotten that much money for that movie, but Iron
He
Man
would have
2,
gotten
Civil
more
War,
in the
Endgame,
future.
Infinity War, Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
like oh,
Boom. You're looking. He could have been. He would have been able to say, "Boom. You're looking for this."
oh that's true. Or what if that was
Like that is.
what if that
I
was
would. That
just
would be the biggest regret of my life.
what if that was improvised though?
How would it have been improvised in two different scenes?
No, I'm saying what if boom you're looking for this was like improvised? Like what
How
if
would it?
Terrence
How?
Howard never just would have said that? Because what if it was just what?
I don't understand what you're saying.
What if the line "boom you're looking for this" was improvised? Like it wasn't in the
I don't think
script.
it was. How
Well,
would it
what
have
if?
not been in the script? He talks about it twice.
Well, yeah, but who knows?
Okay. Well, I
Never
mean,
know.
maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe well, because you the actors can give ideas on the script, so you never know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, there's just like so many what ifs.
Right.
It's like, what if
I
Hank Pym
think
chose a
from what I
different
can,
man as Ant Man?
that'd been cool. Yeah. I think. I think what if is gonna have more to do with origin stories, not just like one little decision. You know,
Yeah.
like if Thor had went for that. That's not like a little decision, but it
Mm.
was. It wasn't. It was more of like a. Wasn't like the whole. It didn't set up. I mean, I guess you could argue it did, but it set up the setup, if you know what I mean. Like it set up the
Yeah.
snap, but the snap what could have happened without that. Like they didn't have to.
What if
They
Thor
didn't have to have Thor
never?
not go for the head to do that. What if Thor what?
He'd probably be king.
What if Thor? What if Thor what?
If he never provoked the ice giants in Thor 1, he would
Oh
probably
yeah.
be king.
Well, he did eventually become
Maybe.
king, but it took another 3 movies, 2 movies, 3 movies.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And
like
then
depends on another
then
two Thor movies. But
he gave Tessa Thompson the title as queen,
yep,
which I think is cool. But I don't know.
I do too.
I th- I want to see more of her in Thor: Love and Thunder, and I'm hyped for
Mm-hmm.
more Jane. And Jane is that's gonna be so cool.
Yeah,
I hope so
I'm.
at least.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't know. I don't know if like I want. I'd be okay with Jane being Thor, just like not yet, because I just love Chris Hemsworth as Thor so much.
Well, I don't think. I think what it might be is like Jane might become Thor, and then it's like Thor like Chris Hemsworth, like he's still probably going to be alive, but he might like I don't know, he just might not be like Thor. Like, you know, she might act more like Thor, and then you have like him as like maybe he's doing more of like stuff that he wants to do instead of stuff that like Thor should do. So like instead of like
Mm-hmm.
protecting like all the nine realms, maybe it's like he's just finding himself or whatever, you know, or maybe he's whatever. I think I don't know. I just hope they're both around. That would be nice.
Yeah, I hope that too. Because I mean, I just don't. I don't know. Like, it was kind of weird in Ragnarok when they're like, sorry Jane dumped you, and it was just like a one line thing, and it was a
Yeah.
joke too. And I mean, it was funny, but like, it was just like, what? She was like the biggest part of the Thor movies. But Thor was like on Earth in both of them, and he wasn't on Earth that very much in Ragnarok. So I mean, it
Mhm.
makes sense. But like, they just like, it seemed like they just like totally writ her out of the story. Like
Yeah.
they just didn't writ her. That's not a word. I just feel like they like were just writing her out of the story like that. And I mean, I'm glad they aren't because I like Jane Foster as a character. But just like for her to like be a one line joke in Ragnarok, and that's supposed to like that's like people take that as her exit, and then she becomes Thor. I don't know. That's just like a big jump. You know what I mean? Like, does that make? I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Yeah, but I see it more as like them mentioning Jane at all just kind of like it's almost like the creators of the it's almost like the MCU saying, yeah, we know she exists still. Like we have plans for her or something like that. It's like they didn't just totally forget about the character. It's like they're moving on, which I like,
yeah,
but I don't know. I movies like I wish we got more Asgard. Like we did get more in the second one, but I wish we
yeah.
got like
But the second one isn't
first
good.
two. Yeah, the first two Thor movies, like they felt really like they felt kind of Norse. I just wish they felt like more like Norse mythology, to be honest. And like
Mm-hmm.
and then we got but it wasn't really working. So then what they did was they completely went the opposite direction and went like even like less uh, um, Norse. But it worked.
Yeah,
So I'm not. It's just I
it worked
wish
well.
maybe Love and Thunder will be like that because like they did it.
Yeah.
There's still Norse stuff like Surtur and Ragnarok and Hela.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are all real Norse mythologies like stuff. So I'm glad they're still doing that. But
Yeah.
because Norse mythology is cool, guys.
Yeah. Um, I I think it I this so the thing about the first couple Thor movies, especially the second one, they're
Mm.
like really serious. And the
Yeah,
first one isn't as serious, but it's definitely more serious. And then Ragnarok like totally was just like let's make Chris Hemsworth Chris Pratt, you know? It was like Guardians at that point. It was just
mm.
and I was awesome. Like I think it worked really well, and I didn't think it was like a rip off of Guardians in any way. It's just like the humor was so unexpected, and I didn't think it was too much. There were a lot of people who did,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like a balance. I think it'd be best if there was a balance between like that and the
Yeah,
Norse mythology, like you were saying.
yeah. I wish we got more Asgard before it just blew up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Asgard is not a place; it is the people.
Yep.
But who knows? But I just want to see more Matt Damon.
As oh my gosh, as play dude, he was the real hero.
He was.
I think it was confirmed by the Russos or someone that he died
Yeah.
in the snap, and I'm like, no. But I mean, he's
Well,
back now.
I read somewhere that he was actually confirmed to be in um Love and Thunder, like
Are
him and the
you
guy who played Thor.
serious?
Yeah, yeah. And
That is amazing.
I think I heard someone else was actually supposed to play Hela, like
Huh?
with Damon and the other guy, and I can't remember who it was. Ah, crap. But I don't
Not
know.
Kate
Maybe
Blanchett.
Well, it's not gonna. She's not actually playing Hela. It's gonna be like
Oh, someone like an actress. Hello. Oh, okay, that'd be
an
funny. I'd like that.
actor acting to be an
Like
act.
the Thor and Loki. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like Hela would be back.
No, Hela's coming back. Yep. Even though she got
Honestly,
stabbed.
I loved Hela. Yeah, she got freaking destroyed by Surtur. But I saw this meme when Ragnarok came out. It's like Thor can defeat Surtur, Surtur can defeat Hela, and Hela can defeat Thor. Thor Ragnarok is a circle, but like a freaky circle.
Thor, Surtur, and Hela.
um,
More like better than rock paper scissors.
yep. We should. Yeah, that should be a thing.
Should be
Thor, Surtur, Hela.
Thor, Surtur, Hela. I did Thor.
Shoot. I did Hela.
Dang,
Huh.
dang.
I did Hela. I did not. No, that's not what I meant.
You jazzed all over her.
Oh my gosh, that is disgusting.
You said it. You said it. You said it yesterday.
I said it as a joke.
You said
We
it.
were talking about jazz, and then
Sorry.
Jay was like, "Can you do jazz?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can jazz." He's like, "You can jazz?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can jazz all over you." And I realized I was like, "Oh." So, whoops.
Yeah, that was horrible. Zach is
But it was funny.
cringe. What the freak?
You're cringe. What the freak? Anyway, we're
Um,
not talking about WandaVision anymore. What would your hope be for like? What would you like to see in a season 2 of WandaVision?
To be honest, I wouldn't. I don't think I want another WandaVision until after um uh, Multiverse of Madness. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
see,
After Mom.
I think yeah, after Mom, um, Doctor Strange Mom. I don't know. I think that would be best, to be honest.
Yeah.
But just because I feel like, cause at the end of at the post credits, the second no, yeah, the second post credit scene in the finale, she was doing that thing like Doctor Strange was in the first movie,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow. And there's that same music from Doctor Strange too, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
man, this is so cool.
in the last episode, Agatha talked about like how the Scarlet Witch is meant to destroy the Sorcerer Supreme or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Remember what? I can't remember what. Well, that's kind of Doctor Strange. Steven, it's
If they
strange.
kill Doctor Strange, I'm gonna Strange. Stephen Strange.
It's strange. Maybe. But who am I to judge? Man, that looks so good.
Yeah. Yep.
Doctor Strange.
Did
Yeah, 'cause- What?
Oh, go ahead.
What?
Oh, I was gonna ask, did you think that the like the sort of sitcom style of WandaVision was a nice like break from just all the superhero-ness?
I think so. I think it was definitely necessary. I think it was like, I think it just got to the point where it's like if there's any more, I would have been so bored.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
My problem with like this isn't really a problem, it's just like something I'm kind of getting tired of. It's they always they keep making villains that have like the same powers as the hero, and it's really annoying. Like I get it, like, but they do that with every villain. I feel like now, like in like the solo movies, like like Ironmonger and Iron Man, Abomination and Hulk,
Yeah.
Loki and Thor. I mean, Loki and Thor makes sense just because like they're brothers, but
Even though, and their powers
now
are nothing
Agatha-
alike, though.
their powers aren't alike, but like Loki has the scepter, like, and Thor has the hammer. And like just they used Loki's powers creatively enough where I'm okay with it. But Agatha and Wanda was just like they're both witches. I get it, but like it's kind of just like a witch fight, If once like
Yeah, but
that
no one else is.
happens.
But and to be honest, no one else can really fight Wanda. Like, there's no one else that could really fight Wanda. Like, to be honest, like, what you get a sorcerer, and but that's still pretty much magic.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying like I mean like in the future I don't want it to keep being like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it does make sense though. Like, I think
That's like their contender. Yeah, it makes sense.
you don't want to have. I don't know. You don't want to have like. Well, because like in you get examples like Superman fighting Lex Luthor, who's just a normal guy, and it's
Hmm.
like, oh, that's pretty cool. But you don't want someone like Thanos fighting Captain America. Is that
Well, unless it's Mjolnir.
true?
Yeah,
Because he was always worthy.
he was.
Yeah.
Can't change my mind.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
yeah.
any final thoughts on WandaVision
I
or
wish we saw
MCU?
Doctor Strange in the show, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Do you
was
know
really
how Paul
expecting
Bettany did in
to.
that interview? You know
Mm.
that? Yeah, that's what I thought. So in that interview, Paul Bettany was like, "There's an actor I've always wanted to work with that I haven't. I'm really excited. I'm doing this show." And I'm like, "Okay, he's either talking about like someone like from X-Men, like Hugh Jackman or something like that. Uh, maybe like Benedict Cumberbatch. That was like my biggest theory,
Yeah.
or maybe like Dick Van Dyke because that was like the
Mm.
first. That was like what they were watching, the sitcom they were watching. But nope, it was just Paul Bettany. Did you hear like that was a troll? Like Paul Bettany
Yeah.
was trolling because he played two Visions. So
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah.
Why you gotta do me like that?
Yeah. I don't know, because I think Doctor Strange, seeing him and Wanda like interact is gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
I've always really liked Doctor Strange, and like, because he's so
Same.
cool. Like, he doesn't even have a superhero
Yeah.
name. Like, his superhero name is just his name. It's just
Right, and it's first like he's a doctor and his last name is Strange. It works perfectly.
if he wasn't a doctor, it'd just be Mr. Strange or Strange.
Mr. Strange.
Hey,
Yeah.
Strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's kind of our thoughts on WandaVision and the MCU. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. But we're gonna have to end this podcast here. It's really sad. I know. Don't cry.
Oh, very blunt.
Um what?
Very blunt. Very blunt.
Yeah, very
Just
blunt.
like, we're going to end
Very
it
blunt.
right here.
Yes.
Bye,
Well,
guys.
you know what? We have to end it at some point. That's just
We do.
like all podcasts must come to an end, as I like to say. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, listen to us on Spotify, join our Discord server, our new Discord server, in the description below. If you're unless you're on
Or above.
Spotify, then you
You
can
live
go to
in
our YouTube
Australia.
channel above. Yes, or China.
Or China. Yeah, true.
Yep.
Uh,
So anyway,
uh,
thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, do all that jazz,
guys,
and
we'll
we will
smell
see
you
you
later.
in our next podcast. Catch you on the flippity flip.